What's something that stands out with Matt Light that you remember?
Matt Light. Oh man.
In a meeting.
Matt one time he put a I don't even know what to call it, a microchip, or he switched out the mouse on Dante Scarnecchia's computer.
He told that story.
Oh, he told it on the okay. So I won't repeat the story. Well, I'll give you the briefest version. So basically, this little mouse, it messes with the cursor on the screen. So it'll work for about 5 minutes, but at some point you can have it on a timer. It's going to go away from where you're trying to point to. So Dante, I'm not kidding, the better part of like 10 weeks of a season, thought that the IT guys in New England were complete idiots. He was like, I mean, they come in and they're over here circle jerking around the computer and nothing's getting fixed. Now, I can't fucking teach if I can't click on the right. I'm trying. And then they would walk in and be like, Dante, what are you trying to click on? I'm trying to click on cut up number 2, and he's giving them the business. And then they try it with the mouse. But Matt, when Dante would leave to get the IT guys,
pull it out,
he would switch it back out. And nobody would see him do it. So then the IT guys would come in and be like, yeah, Dante, like the mouse works. Like everything's cool. And so Dante thought he was going nuts, or he thought they were lying to him. It was like this. It went on so much longer than was fair. Like Dante Scarnecchia was losing his fucking mind that year. And it was all Matt Light. It was all his fault. It was incredible. I still don't know if Dante knows what happened that year.
I don't think he knows.
It was incredible. Yeah. But then Dante was the ringleader. He had to try to find a way to rein in all of this. To this point in my life, I don't know if I saw a more cohesive unit on any football field than the New England Patriots offensive line when he was at the head of the class, because Dante, he just found a way to connect with everybody. He was an amazing teacher. He'd slow it down for some. He'd speed it up for others. He spent the time after practice. There are so many coaches, assistant coaches, who are in a rush to get off the field.
Yeah.
He really spent the time with us, and I benefited greatly because my whole life, I feel like every single situation I've ever walked into, I'm an unfinished product, like by leaps and bounds. Like I look around me, I'm like, why is everybody so much better than me? And like I needed help, and Dante gave me help. I love that man. He taught me hard lessons. He taught me the right lessons. He was an incredible coach,
incredible teacher too. Yeah. I saw that when he was gone. I didn't realize it until he was gone, because I remember when he would yell at these linemen. He would yell at you guys.
Oh my God!
And I want to get into your welcome to the NFL moment with Dante Scarnecchia after this, but he would yell at guys in front of in the offensive meeting. But he would yell, he would call him a fat fuck or a fat piece of shit, but then he would follow it up with the technique that you had to do. So he'd go, you fat fuck, put your right foot, drop it right here, and you put your left hand right there, instead of a coach that's just yelling like, come on, guys, we got to do it better than that. Like, he would give you play for play what you needed to do to get it right, and that's why I saw he was such a fucking great coach.
1,000%.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't just like, hey, you screwed it up.
No.
Do better. It was like, this would be a Dante line. He'd be like, hey, ass eyes, what the fuck were we doing in the meeting room the entire time before we took the goddamn field? And you'd be like, I'm not sure there was so much. And he would be like, we were working on, whatever we called it there. If the Mike backer is mugged up in the A-gap and he bails, you got to pop if you're the center and look out to the fucking right because Sam's screaming off the edge. And you're like, okay, I'm sorry. But like, you're hearing all this. And like, meanwhile, internally, you're doing all the stuff I was just doing. And like on the outside, you're just like, you got it, Dante. Yes, sir. And don't call me sir, motherfucker. That just means fuck you. And you're just like, okay, now another thing to remember. I can't call him sir. It was intense. It was intense, but it was incredible because you learned really quick who was going to survive and who wasn't. There were guys who could handle the pressure, and that's all it was. It was just a pressure test. If you can't handle a 5'6" assistant coach who, he wouldn't be able to knock you over if he tried, shouting in your face at practice, how the hell are you going to be able to handle the Cincinnati Bengals or the Seattle Seahawks or the Dallas Cowboys? Like, you better be able to handle this. Otherwise, you're not going to do any of that.